Hi, this is Sally, aka Crafting Gal Sal, and I'm getting ready to start a new video, but I just wanted to say hi to everyone. And if you enjoy my video, please hit the like button, and I'd really love if you would go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. So, in just a few seconds, I'm going to go on up to my craft room and get started. So, I'll see you soon. Bye. Okay, I'm back, and the first thing I'm going to show you are the papers that I chose to make this card with. The first thing I looked at was I was trying to find my front panel, like this one, and I actually found the same cardstock that I found that original panel on. And I'm really into llamas these days, so I'm either going to use this one that says no problema, or this one, I've got a whole llama love. So either way, I'm going to use one of those when I make my final decision. And then in another paper pack, I found this paper that I'm going to use for my card base, or for the background paper. So I thought this paper looked fine, looked pretty to go with this one or this one. So anyway, that's what I did. I found my paper first. Then the next thing you have to do is go ahead and cut your cardstock. So I've already cut my cardstock to the size that I want my card. In my case, I like to use A2 size cards. So this cardstock has been cut to 5.5 inches on the short end, and the long end is 8.5 inches this way. So again, you're going to cut your cardstock to 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches. The next thing is to score your cardstock, and I'm going to use my scoring tool. As you can see, I've darkened my numbers and my measurements with a black Sharpie, and that way I can see it a lot easier. I don't know about you, but I have a hard time reading some of the measurements on my cutting tools and things. So anyway, there's a little tip for you. So I'm going to score this at 2 inches, and on the other end 2.25 inches. So this first one I'm going to do at 2 inches, and then I'm going to flip it over and put it back up in there, and this one's going to be 2.25 inches. So you're going to score that, and now it's ready to fold. So I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to fold this side in. I'm just going to use the same tool to crease my paper there and fold this one in. All right. So there's my card, and it closes like this, so it's not exactly touching, but that's okay. So now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my background paper to put on my card base. So that's my next step. Okay, I'm back, and I have my background paper cut. So the larger panel is cut at 2 inches by 5.25 inches that direction, and the skinnier panel is 1 3/4 inches by 5.25 inches. I also went around the outside edges of both of my background panels with my CaliArt alcohol marker just to clean up the edges. I chose my panel, my front panel, and I also cut that out and went around the edges of that panel with the same color marker. Then I just mounted that panel onto a piece of regular black cardstock. So the front panel is ready. All I have to do is glue down the background pages, and then I'll show you how to create that side pocket where you can stuff your fun little goodies. All right, so I'm making sure I put this on the wider panel. And this one for the skinnier panel. Hope everybody's enjoying their time at home. I know it's a very difficult time for everybody. Very difficult for people that are finding themselves out of work. That's always very difficult. My husband and I have both gone through the experience of not having work, so it is very tough. And I hope that in the midst of all of the problems that are going on, that that everybody watching the video can at least find some good, find some happiness, and you know, think of something to do that'll take your mind off of those things. And for me, crafting always is enjoyable. So, all right, so I have my background panels on there. The next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and glue this to make my little side pocket. I'm using my Tombow Mono liquid glue. So I'm going to just put a bead across the top and another bead across the bottom, and that's going to create my little side pocket. So I'm going to just close that down and hold it for a little bit so it has a chance to catch on. I love making pocket cards. It's kind of my latest fun thing to do. I really enjoyed making the pocket, I think they were called pocket, I can't remember now. Anyway, anything to do with a pocket I seem to really enjoy, so that's my kick. So anyway, I came up with this one, and I really liked it, and apparently a lot of you liked it too. So I've got my pocket ready. The next thing I need to do is glue this front panel on, and so I just know that I need my glue from here over. So I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to make my first bead of glue not quite in the center, more to the left of center, but that guides me, and I know not to put any glue past that point. So another tip. Boy, I'm just full of tips today. Okay, so I've got that glue ready, and I just got it on my hand. Oh well. And I'm going to glue that down and just hold that on there for a little while. The Tombow glue is a little less sticky to begin with than the, my goodness, I'm getting it everywhere, than the art glitter glue that I normally use. So it is a little more forgiving. You can move your things around a little bit more than with the art glitter glue. But that can also be a bad thing because, like you just saw, I got it all over my hands and then I ended up smushing it everywhere. So anyway, there we go. So I've got my front panel done. Open it up. You see the pocket. Next thing I'm going to do is glue down one of these chipboard embellishments. What I do, and I'm going to look for something that has, okay, maybe a little more pink. Okay, I'm going to be, first of all, I look for something that's got the colors mostly that are in my front panel. So I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to glue it right on the back of this. I have two reasons for that. The first reason is to give that panel a little more strength, a little more durability, and then the second reason is because it's embellishment and it looks pretty. So those are my reasons. I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on this. Oh, open it up. It always works. Oh, wait, it is open. Never mind. I don't remember what I was going to say. All right. Glue that. Now when you put it down, now I don't have to worry too much about this one because it's smaller, but some of the other ones that I've put down were a little bigger, and I had to be real careful not to go past that first crease because as you can see, some of these are quite big. So there's that. Again, adds durability to this flap, this panel, and then it just adds some decoration. And then I'll just put a couple of these in here for my recipient to enjoy. And you can do anything. You can stamp a sentiment in there. I'll show you the other one that I made. I have a sentiment that I stamped right in there, right there. Left some room for me to sign my name. I also made a little tag to throw in there. There's a couple of those that I put in there. But you can do anything. You can stuff it however you like. Decorate it however you like. You can decorate this panel. You can put some gems on the outside, ribbons, buttons, flowers, whatever you like. I'll probably be putting some sparkly gems like I did on this one. Just put some gems on there and it just dresses it up nicely. So that's my little front flap side little gate fold card. I hope you enjoyed watching the video, and I hope it inspires you to try one yourself. I think you'll really enjoy it. And until the next time, happy crafting. Goodbye.